You just away from our regular question. You just dived into the experiential marketing
Yeah.
agencies now. If you are to handle a marketing mix as a business leader or a marketing manager, a brand strategist, where would you allocate the largest budgets, considering traditional advertising, experiential marketing,
First of all, it's
and the
not a
likes?
one size fits all.
Okay.
It will also depend on what I'm selling. It's not a one size fits all. Remember what I said to you. Today, if you want to go, if you're a beverage company, maybe I should get more practical. Let me be practical. When I joined Cadbury as commercial director, they used to have Bombita breakfast show. Remember?
Yes.
I stopped it. My friend Roy Bruce and Ben Bruce, they didn't like me. It was Silverbird. Ben said to me, Idy, I'm going to squeeze your neck. He was just joking. But I stopped it. Why did I stop it? I was asking questions of what value is this in today's reckoning to what we need to do with Bombita. So it used to be Cadbury Breakfast Show was great.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you how I turned that around. The amount of money that I saved, I took from that. I took that into an experiential dimension. Let me tell you the first. I went and asked our guys to do a survey of the estates within Lagos, within a certain catchment area, which will be your typical catchment for Bombita drinkers. So the company, went ahead. They did the survey, and I saw the number of estates, I saw the number of homes, households, and then what did we do? I put on foot soldiers, and they dropped a can of Bombita in each of those homes. 2 weeks after, we'll go back, pick some learnings, and say, how did you? They'll run it, and would then leave. Drop another. So in a month, I sampled 2 cans per home. Now the sales guys, all the outlets within those neighborhoods were now signed on. Supermarkets, hypermarkets, and your local groceries. They were signed up, and each of them had a token. If you want to buy, once you buy your Bombita from any store here, you are given this ticket. That ticket, anytime you buy it, a Bombita and get this ticket, that ticket qualifies you down the road to get a freezer. So as a household, you can get a freezer by the time you guys buy, I'm making this up, 8, 10 cans of Bombita because they know you, they are in your neighborhood. You are drinking Bombita, you are telling me, oh, this is what is wrong with the taste. This is what the share of Bombita moved from 29% to 32% because I took it across the country in different cities. That's experiential marketing. I did that as commercial director. It's on the record. But today, it will be a jamboree. They will call everybody and they'll be dancing as Zonto. And then they say this is experiential. That's what I'm saying, There's a difference. If you don't understand the integrity of the product that you are selling, neither if you understand the fabric and the dynamic of your audience, and then with your creative thinking and business sense, there's nothing. Do you want me to shift to Samsung? I'll tell you about experiential marketing. Once upon a time, by the time I became managing director of Samsung, you didn't find Samsung phones everywhere. No. The first one we launched was when we launched S1. And then we launched Galaxy Note. At the point we were going to launch Galaxy Note, I said, and my guys, we said, listen guys, we must have live devices. And then the question was, oh, people always steal. They come and said, no, we have to attach something to it. And how did we do so? They used to have dummies. If you go back, I was MD of Samsung when, even me, I'm almost forgetting stuff, 2010. That was 14 years ago. But I'm telling you, before then, if you go to a typical store, there are dummy phones that were put in there. When I came in with my colleagues then, Jude and Fadi Khatib, we said, no, we now need to put in live devices. You think that's what's happening now? So when you come in, why? Because we're switching from QWERTY, from feature phones to touch phones. So people need to touch. And at that time, it was about the UI. It was a user interface. That was UI. Then the UX was the user experience. Today, they are making a band of it. Yet, these are things that we've done 14, 15 years ago without making noise. Deep rivers flow in majestic silence. When you make too much noise and nothing is happening. So if I'm a business leader, I will not approve a lot of the programs that I'm seeing. If I was still in business of that I don't want to.
But they believe the young generation flow more with rhythm and the dancing and what we
No,
have
it's a
everywhere.
fallacy. But go and check. Are you converting? Remember, I said to you, you either are recruiting or retaining. They are flirtatious, and I'm saying that they move now. Anywhere belle face. Today, this brand is giving it to me. I need it. Pam, they are gone. That's why I said they are nomadic. They don't have any loyalty. See, when the chips are down, the people that are keeping brands alive are the older generation. That's where you find loyalty. The younger ones, if I'm to invest, I'm not going to invest a lot of my money with the Gen Zs. I'm telling you, invest enough to keep them running, but don't invest to stay because they will drop you by the next. So I would rather go up the chain, hold the spectrum of those that will bring loyalty because it's about frequency. It's when you come back and you drink me, when you come back and you use me, when you come back and you take me, when you come back and you hold me, that I make money to be retained as a business. But someone that just touch and go, I won't leave my money there.
But they are the future of the market. I mean,
You said future, not now.
Okay.
When they grow older, that's the truth. Maturity will come. But for now, you see, I look at brands and I laugh. They say, oh, we are going after the young generation. They don't owe you any loyalty. Onjuno, mami, I'm saying it in Yoruba, but you will understand me. They are burning money. I'm not saying do not do things. You can have one event. See, let me go back in time. We used to have Happiness Hall, or whether it was Guinness. We will go around 8 cities. Guinness pioneered shows in this country. Before Nigerian breweries started having Star Trek and all that, it was Guinness.
We used to have Benson and Edges.
No, B&H did, yes, B&H did, but I'm telling you that when it comes to having the tip-top, and it was about that B&H started, because you know the ban. Do you know what brought that? The ban on alcohol and tobacco hit us in 1991, 92. And we had to leave traditional media. So what other vehicle are we going to get young people to do what? It also affected us then. Guinness used to sponsor Nuga Games. Do you remember? If you go back in time, why did Guinness sponsor Nuga? Because it was just an opportunity to sample, to recruit, because you need to acquire the taste to drink Guinness. There's a movement in drinking, a repertoire. When you come, you move from, say, a Coke, Fanta, then you start going towards bitter lemon, and then you start shifting, then you go into lager, and then before you get to stout. That process happens. To some people, it's direct. They start mixing. So it was a place. So when you talk of experiential marketing, Nuga was an experiential event then to be able to recruit future drinkers of Guinness because they will acquire the taste. Do you understand me? So, is the context. And I'm telling you, you say you don't put money, but you can put the money where you can measure. Remember, you asked me. But now there's a lot of money being thrown away under the guise of we're trying to be aligning. No, there's a lot of waste. If I was MD now, my marketing director or whoever director reporting to me will sweat because I will not approve it. There's a lot of waste. And I'm making that boldly. I'm saying it boldly. That's why I'm giving you examples of things that we have done. So nobody just sits back and saying, oh, why do you think Coca-Cola has been into, because of refreshment, why would you sponsor being the Olympics, Challenge Cup, FA Cup? Why? Why did Tom go into sponsoring football? Why? Because you're looking at getting incidents of consumption. You need to grow. You need to grow the pie of users. You need to grow the pie of consumers. They cannot grow if they don't try you. Start with trial. From trial to adoption, after adoption, they now make it part of their life. Becomes a repertoire. Same thing. Same thing with PHCN. Power. You must try. If you don't like it, then you go solar.
Thank you very much for having us. It's a pleasure
Shina,
having you on the show, sir, once again.
thank you. You made it happen.
Thank you so much, sir.